I hope everyone is raring to go. We have covered a lot of material. I think I covered more material in the first 3 sessions of Stomper Mobile than I do in most of my programs. But anyway, we do have a lot of ground to cover, and tonight's kind of a special night. I've got a guest that's going to be with me at the end who has a particular strategy that will just blow your mind. It is so down to earth and practical for anyone wanting to do mobile marketing in their local area. It'll work anywhere in the world, and I think you'll be really pleased with the strategy, as well as a system, a text messaging system that is yet again a little different than the others that we've covered in our earlier sessions. What I'm going to start with, however, will have to do with driving traffic to our mobile site, and this will dovetail in quite nicely with the strategies and tools and things that my guest will be speaking about in about 45 minutes or in about an hour. So let's begin. And by the way, we will open it up for questions at the end tonight, so jot down your questions as we go along, or you can go ahead and enter them into the webinar question box. Stomper Mobile, session number 4, mobile traffic. Okay, I'm going to cover about 15 strategies, of which I have mentioned a few in the earlier sessions, but I'm going to go into them in just a little bit more detail. And I know that I've promised 28 strategies, and I've just been trying to weave those in as we go along. So we will eventually get to all of them, but I want to make sure that you guys are at least implementing these first 15. And there is a lot to this, just this part. So let's start with that. The first thing that you need to recognize is that when you're talking about mobile traffic, it's not just web traffic. That's generally all you talk about when you talk about driving traffic to a website. When you're talking about mobile traffic, it can have to do with the web-based mobile traffic, that is, people who are clicking your link on a mobile device and ending up at a web page. It could also be traffic that is entering in your mobile keyword and your short code that we talked about last week. That too is a form of traffic. They may never go to your website, but they would be either opting into your list or getting some type of information from you via text messaging. So that's traffic as well. Also, a click to call or just plain calling your phone number, that too is traffic. If you do any type of a campaign and they see your phone number on their mobile device and they either click to call or just dial the number, that is a type of traffic. And then finally, if you have someone come into your store or come to your event on foot or by car or bicycle, whatever, that would be foot traffic. So when we talk about traffic, it's a much broader scope of traffic than it would be for just web. The first thing that I want to remind you to do, and hopefully you've already done this, is to make sure that in your email signature that you've added your mobile website link and or a mobile keyword and a short code. Now, if you haven't done these things, what you should do is start a running list of things that you either want to do and maybe you're not doing it quite yet because perhaps you haven't set up your mobile keyword or thought about what type of a mobile magnet, that is, what type of a compelling offer, a reason that you're going to give for someone to shoot your keyword over to your short code. Maybe you haven't thought that through, but eventually you need to remember to put something in the footer of your email. And again, I remind you that we're not talking about just the signature file or the footer of your computer email client. We're also talking about to make sure that it's included in the footer of the emails that you're sending through your mobile device. If you have an iPhone or a BlackBerry or what have you, those smartphones will typically let you put some type of a signature or a footer in the emails that you're sending. So you want to make sure that you've set that up as well. If you don't know how, then go to the FAQ or the help page for the mobile phone that you've bought, or just do a Google search, you know, how to add signature, you know, to an iPhone or whatever type phone that you have. Find out if you can include a signature file and do so, all right? And again, that signature file can be a mobile link and or it can be a mobile keyword in a short code. My recommendation with all links, it doesn't matter whether it's in a footer or if it's on the side of your car or if it's on a website, is you don't ask someone to click a link or to send in a mobile keyword in a short code unless you've given them some reason to do so. That's why even with Twitter, I hate it when people put on their signs or on their business cards or you know, wherever, it just says, follow me on Twitter. Like, hey, why the heck would I do that? You need to think about what is the benefit of the recipient. Why would they want to follow you on Twitter, and put that in your statement. For example, almost every place that I say follow me on Twitter, I'll say follow me on Twitter for marketing tips, for whatever. Let them know. It could be, you know, send in the mobile keyword and short code for a mobile ringtone, for some tips, for whatever. Again, you can go through that earlier check sheet that I gave you called the mobile magnets and figure out what it is that you can offer to a mobile visitor or mobile customer that would entice them or compel them to want to do this. So think about that. And on your business cards, the same thing. Don't just put your mobile keyword in a short code and just hope people are going to figure it out. Be educational and always give them the benefit. And by educational, some of this stuff is new to your recipients, to your customers, to your prospects. We're going to be talking just a moment here about 2D barcodes. You can't just put a 2D barcode on a business card and just hope people are going to figure it out. You need to be instructional and education. You know, like, you know, put something underneath the barcode that says, what's this? Turn to the back of the card, or do something so they can learn about it. And if you're the person that teaches somebody a new cool strategy, they'll keep your card, they'll keep your flyer or whatever material they've got from you, and they'll even talk about it and share it, and it becomes viral. That's what's so exciting about a lot of the things that you do in mobile, is that it's new, it's exciting, and it's different. And as you share this with your prospects and customers, they'll think it's cool and neat too if you do it right, and they'll share it with their friends. So you need to do two things. One is make sure you provide a benefit when you give a link or a mobile keyword and short code, and make sure you educate them if you feel it's not clear exactly what they should do with the strategy or technology that you're presenting. Okay, on your business cards, make sure that you add your transition page or your .info page that hopefully you have up by now. I've had the question in the forum quite a bit. Well, Dan, okay, I mean, why the heck do I need a transition page? I should just send them straight to my site. I mean, why have them come to a page that's got, you know, only 2 or 3 links on it? Well, the reason is that in some of your marketing, it may not even be marketing that's part of a campaign. You know, at all times a business has campaigns running that have a specific, you know, purpose and usually a specific timeline. But then you got your general marketing going on, like, you know, the sign that's on your building, or links that are on, you know, other people's sites, or it's just out there just to drive traffic in general. It's not associated with a specific campaign. And so the answer to the question about where and why do you use these .info or these transition pages is that anytime you have to publish a link in some place where you think that you could, half the people could be on a mobile phone and maybe the other half are sitting in front of a computer, you just really don't know, that's the spot where you would use a transition or a .info page. Because remember, the only purpose of a transition page is to give the visitor the choice of what they want. It's a page where they go to, and there's a link to your mobile site, there's a link to your PC-based site, and then there's a link to a contact page in case they just want to call you or just immediately drop you an email. That's all it is. And yes, you can use auto redirect to take care of all this stuff, but a lot of time that frustrates people, because if somebody's on an iPhone and they want to go to your PC-based site, even though they're on a mobile, you don't want to force them to your mobile site if they would prefer to have the PC site. So that's why a transition page is so key in your strategy, is don't assume you know what the end user wants when it comes to, you know, the type page you're going to present. Always give them the choice, and a transition page does that. That's why, and you'll see it in a minute, on my business card, and the same thing in all of your printed material, you should always give them multiple options. Do like, MSNBC does. If you see their logo in a lot of places, it'll say .com, .net, .mobi, and the only thing that I recommend is that you use .info, because .info kind of implies that there would be information if the person went there, okay? I know I'm harping on this a lot, but that's why you have the transition page, and you need to get it out there, okay? Don't forget to put on your .com site, though. I actually had somebody come up to me and say, hey, here, take a look at this, and they showed me and they had forgot to put their PC site on there. They were so excited about mobile. Okay, the other thing is, I said it before, but make sure that you have a call to action wherever you have your links and things, if it's possible. In most cases, it's possible. On my business card that you'll see in a moment, it doesn't have a call to action. That's because, and I should have printed it, but on the back side, it's got a call to action. Okay, and also on your business card, you can include 2D barcodes, also called QR codes, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. Now, we're going to talk about 2D barcodes a fair amount tonight, but there's also much more details about 2D barcodes that we'll talk about in a future session as well. But it gets to where you can't go forward without at least covering a little bit. This is the way the front side of my mobile business card looks, and you'll notice it has that little emblem that's over to the right here. That is a 2D barcode. If your phone has the proper software on it, and I'll show you how to get that in just a moment, then if you take a picture of that, you have to have a mobile camera phone. And most of the camera phones will work with this. It doesn't have to be like an iPhone or something. Then as soon as you take that picture, it acts much like a hyperlink, and you will get some type of a result back. Either a web page will come back, a text message could come back, it could do click-to-call. It's kind of like a physical world hyperlink, only to click it, instead of clicking on it, you take a picture of it. And that then takes you to some place on the web or causes some action to happen. So I've got that. That's a call to action on my card, and on the back side it talks a little bit about what that is. But I also have my .com, my .mobi, and my .info. And I know I told you this before, and I know you've seen this card before, but here's the logic, okay? If they're on a computer, most people would assume, well, that must be the .com. Even if they've never heard of a mobile site, it's pretty obvious that Mobi must be the mobile site. And if they don't have any idea what any of this stuff is, then they could go to .info, and on the .info, that would tell them or give them a link to my .com site, to my mobile site, and also contact information. And I don't know if I still have it up there now. I also used to have a link to download the software for the 2D barcode linked off of the .info mobile site as well. In the event they saw it, I handed the card to them and they say, oh, geez, what's that? Great conversation piece. What's that thing? And then I'll usually show them how to do it, and then it's like, wow, wow, wow. And they'll say, well, God, I wish my phone would do it. And I say, well, just go to bridgegapmarketing.info, and then you can download the software there. I do want you to know that that I don't, let's see. I do want you to know that I may not have that on there right now, but that is the way that you should do it, okay? Okay, next. The barcode readers that you should probably play around with and then just pick the one that you like the most would be one of these four. These are the four that I'm familiar with. QuickMark at quickmark.com. That's the one that Google recommends and uses. for theirs. You'll be seeing examples of Google's in a minute. BTAG is also nice. That link right there, it's a little long, but that actually takes you to the page that shows you the supported phones, or you can just go to btag.com. NeoReader, and again, that link takes you to the page that shows you the different handsets that work with that particular reader, or you can just go to neoreader.com. Or ScanLife. The actual barcode that I have on my business card is a ScanLife barcode, and I kind of like theirs as well. Even though I might change over to QuickMark, I haven't decided. But here's the thing. They all basically do the same thing. You just need to go to the sites, kind of read through, get a feel for what you think you like, and also which one you think your customers could deal with easy. And because you're going to have to educate your customer about how to get the software on their phone and how it works and everything. Don't look at that as a hindrance. Look at it as an opportunity. All right? Well, I'm going to show you how to do this later. I mean, I'll tell you real quick. Do a little contest with your customer database where you tell them, step 1 is you download this software on your phone. Step 2 is you take a picture of this barcode. Step 3, look what comes up on the web page and turn it into some type of a little contest and give away some prizes and stuff. That will get all of your customers to have the proper software on their phones. It'll also get them talking. They'll think you're the the coolest thing in town. And then guess what? All of your customers have the software on their phone. Any campaign you do going forward, you don't have to worry as much about training them because they learned in the process of going through a contest. All right, that's one idea. And that's a little preview of some things we'll be talking about down the road, but I wanted to let you know that that's the way you get over the hump of people not having it on their phone. Don't ever let somebody tell you, hey, look, that's cool stuff, but only like 2% of the population has the barcode reader on their phone. So why mess with a strategy like that? Well, geez, that's the exact reason to do it, because then you become the person that stands out from the pack as compared to all the other competitors, because everyone that sees this technology, just their jaw drops and they go, I never could have believed something like that would happen. And if you happen to be the plumber that shows them that, they will remember you forevermore because of that, more so than the plumbing work that you did. Okay, enough on that. By the way, they are called 2D barcode readers or QR readers. QR stands for quick response readers, and they originated in Japan. They were used, in fact, over there, all of the phones have the readers built into them when you buy them, and I would imagine very soon in other countries it's going to be that way as well. But for right now, most of the phones you have to download the software. It's not a big deal, and it installs itself, and then bingo, you're ready to go. Okay, the next one, and again, I'm going to do these kind of fast because I covered them earlier. You should do a blog post announcing your mobile website. Why am I telling you this again? Is I bet that 75% of the people that are on the call tonight have not done a blog post announcing their mobile site. You should have a mobile site up, even if it's just the basic, bare bones site. You should have one up, by now. And remember, the secret of marketing is you should have always started your campaign yesterday. All right? Don't keep waiting until your site is absolutely perfect. Traffic takes a while to get going, okay? Go ahead and put your blog post up. Even if the blog post just says, hey, just put together my mobile site's not, quite perfect yet. If anybody's got ideas, suggestions, or anything, go to my site and drop me a note. I have a contact form over there, or whatever your maybe you've got a phone number, whatever it is. Go ahead and do a blog post. If you don't have a blog, then you should just do it at Posterous.com. Again, I recommended that before. You'll see more about that in just a moment. Consider writing an e-zine article, kind of the same thing. Just do a variation of what you did for your blog post, or write some article about something that you've just learned in Stomper Mobile, or even something about your product or service, but have the whole goal of the article at the end, basically be delivering them to your mobile website. Even if you can only put it in your your little author box at the bottom, your whole article could be about how you've just done this with mobile, or you could be talking about, anything to do with mobile. So it could be an article about your products and services, but how you're now moving to facilitate the fact that so many people are on mobile. Just get an easy article out there and link it to your mobile site. Now, some of this obviously is for traffic, but also this is going to help you with the mobile SEO of your site as well. For right now, we haven't yet covered mobile SEO. Just assume and use the general, good common sense that you know about SEO for your mobile site, and we'll dig down deeper in that in a later class. But it's not the stuff that you know in SEO doesn't work with mobile sites or won't work in the future. It's not like it's bad for it. It's just there's some very specialized things that you can do with mobile sites that is in the SEO area as well. Consider doing a press release. Why not? You can do them at several PR Web or something for $80. You can do a great web, and that will give you, incredible SEO value as well. You just need to start doing it. The more you dig into this mobile stuff, the more excited that you'll get, and results and stuff will start happening. You need to move fast. Okay, it's a fast-moving market, and yes, you're ahead of the curve, but you'll find out that this curve has been going for a long time. In fact, the guest that I'll have on shortly, he's been doing this for 10, 11, 12 years. Mobile marketing with some big companies, and has done all sorts of campaigns. Even I feel like a newbie around this guy, all right? But here we are talking about how it's so new. It's not new. It's just that it's finally becoming apparent to more and more marketers and businesses. And largely, we can thank Apple and iPhone for kind of, the tipping point on this. The next one is add mobile links to your Facebook profile and make a Facebook post about your mobile site. Do the same thing for LinkedIn. Do the same thing for all of your social media. That's number 8. And if you don't know what all is out there, then go to ping.fm, Ping.fm. Take a look at all of the social media sites that they have listed over there, and you should set up a few of them. Don't go overboard. You don't need to have 30 or 40 of them, but look at the ones that you think are significant and would things that you could keep up, and go ahead and set up profiles at the various social media sites. And every time it asks you to put your link to your site, you know how it does at Twitter and Facebook, it'll say put in your blog link or put in your website link. Put in your mobile link, because here's the reality, okay? Facebook says that 58% of their users have accessed Facebook through a mobile device, okay? Twitter, I don't have the statistic in front of me, but I can assure you it's probably very similar, if not higher. And while people don't always access it through a mobile device, it is a large, large percentage. And when people click links in a social media site, if they're on their mobile, it's just like heaven sent if you send them to a mobile website. So you need to start doing that. It actually will do you a lot more good in most cases to just change out all of your profile links to your mobile site, and then you're set. Now, you may not want to have it be your home page. What I would really recommend is you set up a special page for each of your social media systems. For example, on Twitter, they allow you to have a link to one link, to like your blog or your website or what have you. I would make that link go to your mobile site, and go to your mobile site and set up a special page that is specifically for your Twitter traffic, because what you should have is a page that tells people why they should follow you. You could go to, if you're using MobiCycle, or you could go there and set up a landing page, a single standalone page, and on that page you could say, why follow me on Twitter, put down 4 reasons, okay, and then include a link back to your Twitter site. That's all there is. Now what will happen is when people go to Twitter and they're trying to decide whether they should follow you or not, what are they going to do? Most people look in the upper right-hand corner of your Twitter page. They see your picture there. They read your little one-line bio, and then there's a place for a link. they click that link, that could just go over to your mobile page that says basically, why follow me on Twitter, and then just list the 4 reasons. I tweet about this, I tweet about this, whatever it is. I mean, you got to give them some reason to follow you, and then link them back to Twitter. That means that now you've actually done a service, because everybody will be able to read that page. You shouldn't be linking to your home page from your Twitter account anyway. Okay, you should be linking to a why I should follow on Twitter page. That's what you should do. Same thing with Facebook. They allow you to add a link there. Same thing there. Same thing with LinkedIn and all of them. Now, when you get into Facebook and LinkedIn and what have you, sometimes they'll let you add more than one link. So you could have, here's my PC site, here's my mobile site. Okay? Spend a lot of time on that, but it is really important. You should also either write a testimonial or submit a case study, or submit a resource or an article that you found, or an article that you write. It doesn't matter. Or maybe you can find one and kind of augment it a little bit and post it on one of our blogs. Yes, Stomper Mobile as a class is running 2 blogs. And I would be kidding you if I didn't say I was disappointed that we have hundreds of people that are taking the Stomper Mobile course, and I only have a couple of posts. It's like, hello, wake up, smell the coffee. If we all were to post mobile information, then what happens is that spot, that blog, starts to become a place that will rank well in Google for mobile searches or searches about anything that you're posting about. And as traffic comes there, you can add your link back to your mobile site, and the whole class together will collectively help drive traffic to everyone else's site. So there's 2 ways to do it. You can either do a review of the Stomper Mobile program. By the way, if you do a review or testimonial, we may use your testimonial on other pages as well. So you could get, in any place we use it, we will include your link. But at a minimum, it'll be right there on the blog. And then if you've done anything, even if it's small, go ahead and submit it. The way you submit is you just open up your email, you type in the email address that you see on the screen there, you put in a subject line that will become the header of your blog, and then you put anything in the body of your email that you want. It can include multiple pictures, it can include text, obviously, it can have links, and whatever you want. You just put it in there, you email it over to Posterous, and it will look beautiful when it gets posted. Yes, I do review all of the ones that come in, and so when you do post it, give me a little time to take a look at them, make sure they look nice, and then they'll go live. Okay. If you don't have a blog and you want to get one started, there is absolutely nothing that's faster and easier and better than Posterous.com, and it's totally free. Okay. The next thing is consider. I've actually already covered this. Create an extremely brief Why Follow Me mobile page as a subset of your main mobile site, a standalone page, and then link that as a mobile page on your Twitter bio. Okay? That's what you want to do. Okay, consider signage, stickers, flyers, and direct mail. Now again, as I talk, remember folks, I'm talking for 2 distinct audiences here. One are people that are doing this for your own business and products and services, whether it's online or offline. And then there's another group out there that are going to go out and actually help third parties or other businesses to do this stuff. Okay, so just because I may give an example in one area doesn't mean that you couldn't also do it as a consulting practice, or you couldn't do it yourself. And also, don't get really hung up about what country you're in. I've been hearing a lot of this. All right, I cannot possibly go through and teach a strategy that works specifically in Canada, specifically in UK, and specifically in Australia. I happen to live here in the United States, so obviously that's the market I deal with. I can't even operate and test a text messaging system in another country very easily and even determine what works. So what you need to do is to take, because I'm a strategist, okay, and I have marketed things all around the world. Okay, but what you do is you just take the strategy and you say, okay, I get it now, but I can't use that particular system, or I can't use the particular company maybe that he pointed me to, but the strategy is still solid. I might have to tweak it a little bit for my service or my product or whatever, but that's the strategy, okay? What you're looking for are these gems, these core ideas that you can go forward with and make some money off of. Okay, the majority of the things that I've shown you, I have made either myself or clients, sometimes millions of dollars. And I mean, I'm not kidding. You know, the proof is out there. Okay, so it's just a matter of, do you want to try to look for how you make this work, or do you want to figure out, well, that ain't going to work for me, you know, and then throw it in the garbage, all right? I really think that the difference between something being successful and not successful lies largely in execution, okay? In fact, you can look at it like this. You can take a bad strategy, and if you implement it, it'll be better than a killer strategy that you never implement. So if you could just roll out 10, you know, pretty lousy strategies and just go at it and really do it, you're going to get some results. Bad strategies work. Don't keep waiting for just that killer strategy that's just going to, you know, knock it out of the park. All right? Don't do it. All right. Now, now let me share with you this thing about. I don't have enough time to go into all the signage and flyers and direct mail and all the different things that you can do. I'm going to focus on one tonight, stickers, because that is an idea that the creativity never ends. And I'm going to share a few ideas with you, and then you can go from there. You can get stickers anywhere you want. There's a company I've worked with for several years called webstickers.com, and you can go to easy.com/websticker. That's not an, I don't really do hardly any affiliate programs or anything, so not that it matters, but I usually don't even bother with it. The only reason I put a shorter link here is just because sometimes their links are so darn long I can't get them on the presentation slide. But anyway, if you go to websticker.com or easy.com/websticker, they've got a lot of really cool stickers there, and they're darn cheap too. And let me give you a few ideas. And by the way, what you put on the sticker is basically some strategy that you've learned, either already or somewhere within this course, or maybe you find it elsewhere. But it's a strategy. It could be a strategy to drive them to your mobile site. It could be a strategy to have them send in a mobile keyword and a short code. You know, those are the things that you can put on here. So, for example, if you're sending out packages, let's say people are actually ordering physical products from you, what you should do is to have a sticker made, a big one, that's like yellow and red or just bright colors, and it should go on the outside of every package that you send out. And by the way, I must thank Joe Polish for this idea, though he doesn't do it quite like I do it. I do it with a mobile slant. He does it using toll-free numbers. Okay, either one works. But anyway, what I recommend that you do is put a sticker on the outside of the package and say something like warning or stop or alert. Do not open this package until you send this keyword to this shortcode. Or it could say, do not go open this package until you go to this mobile website. Now, the way Joe does it, and you can do this as well, is do not open this package until you call this toll-free number. Now, what would happen? The majority of people will do exactly what the sticker says. And what you do is you deliver something through your message that causes them to engage in your product right then and there. This will do a couple of things. If you do it through mobile, you can also get their mobile phone number, or I'm sorry, if you use the keyword and the short code, you can also get their mobile phone number, and you can build a list. You could even have it so that what happens is they opt into a text message list where you give them like a tip a week about the product that they just bought. You know, oh, you can use it for this, you can use it for that, or, you know, make sure if it's CDs that you listen to number 3, you know, CD number 3 or something like that. Think of it as an engagement factor, okay? It could also be something where maybe they go to a mobile web link and it plays an audio. You know, you can play around with the ideas. Maybe the audio is you telling them something about the product, okay? You can play around with the idea, but the point is that will get you traffic, and it will get you an interesting kind of traffic because it will also help. You could also do upsells from this. Okay, so play around with that idea. So that's one idea, okay? The second one is this. Let's say you consult for a local business, or maybe you own a business. And I know you've seen the idea where people will have a little, like a punch card, like you come in and you buy an ice cream cone and they punch your card, and then you come in again and they punch it, and after you've got 10 holes punched in the card, then you get a free ice cream cone. And there's all kinds of variations on that theme. That's a great idea, except if you're like me and I can't ever find the darn card. I probably have 100 cards that have one punch hole in them because I never remember to take the darn thing back with me when I go again, you know. And so you know, it's a challenge. Well, what if you did something like this? What if when they came in and say I handed the clerk my credit card, and she rang up my ice cream cone and she says, "Oh, sir, you know, would you mind if I put a little sticker on the back of your credit card, and it's got a like a short code on it, or it's got something on it, okay? And next time you come in, if you show me that or whatever, and if we ever have specials, you know, in other words, you can work out the strategy, but if you ask the customer if you can put a sticker on their credit card, the majority will say yes if you give them a compelling reason. Now, why is this a good idea? Well, guess what? Even if I do have one of those little punch cards in my wallet, do you think I pull it out and look at it every day? Heck no. But do I pull out my credit card and look at that every day? Yes. Every time I go to the grocery store, every time I go anywhere, I'm pulling out my credit card. And if it had a cool little sticker on it, you're going to probably be the only one who has a sticker on there, and it will remind them over and over and over again that you are a business, and they may go back and get a, you know, I may say, hey, geez, I should go get an ice cream cone, all right? Now, I'm giving you just little glimpses of strategies. You just have to figure out how it works for your business, or if you ever go into a business to try to land an account, just have that in your hip pocket. But it's better to have some stickers with you and just say, hey, here's a strategy we're going to do. We're going to get everyone to opt into a mobile list, and we're going to put this on here, and you figure out some way where they need to, you know, send in a keyword to a short code from the sticker, and once they've done that, you know, maybe you tell them that to activate the sticker, they have to do that, you know. They really don't necessarily, but you tell them that gets them on the list. Then you can send them a text message maybe once a month or whatever, letting them know when you have your little discount on your ice cream cones or what have you. Okay, absolutely killer idea. All right. If you have a service-based business where things break, like maybe you install hot water heaters, if you're not putting a really high-quality, good sticker on that hot water heater, you're missing a big market, okay? Because guess what? People, when something breaks, they stand there and they look at the broken thing for like 10 minutes going, God, who do I call? Who do I call? And so why in the world, if you are in the business, would you not do that? If you want an incredible idea, team up with other people that provide services in your area, okay? And when the carpet cleaner goes in to clean the carpets, you know, and you can only do this with permission. Don't get me wrong. But you can say, hey, you know, I know a great plumber, you know, if you don't, you know, and they say, oh, really, God? And say, yeah, why don't I just put their sticker on your hot water heater, you know, off to the side here, and they'll say, oh, sure, go ahead. And then what happens is here's the carpet cleaner putting stickers out for the plumber, and the plumber is doing the same thing. He's putting stickers on the homeowner's vacuum cleaners, so that every time they take out the vacuum cleaner to clean, there's a nice, and you want to do nice little stickers, okay? You put it on there every time they're vacuuming the carpet. They're seeing the sticker that says, you know, call to have your carpets cleaned professionally. You know, it's always there. Think about ideas like that for yourself, and also think about them for offering to businesses if you're a consultant. But stickers are really at the core of all of this. Now, all of you guys who have online businesses, guess what? You're thinking, well, darn, Dan, I just wasted 15 minutes listening to you talk about how to put a sticker on a vacuum cleaner. You know, it's not going to work for me. You're wrong. You got to get creative. Now, I'm going to do it for you this time, but I want you guys to start thinking outside of the box. Okay? Here's how you do it if you have a business, okay? In fact, I did a launch one time, all right? And part of the launch was as you went through, okay, one of the pages got asked for them to put in their mailing address, all right? And the reason they were going to do the mailing address is we were sending them something like it was a sample DVD or some kind of thing. I can't remember. Okay, we sent them that, but that wasn't the real reason I wanted their address. The real reason is because we were sending them a sticker, and the sticker had a reminder of the web address that they needed to go to on the date the launch opened, and instructions in the letter they received to put it on their computer monitor. Stick this on the corner of your monitor to make sure you don't miss the special pre-launch day that only people with this sticker can go to. There you go. A sticker strategy for an online business. All right? So all you got to do is just think about this and figure out some way to put a sticker into your strategy, and it works. Once stickers are stuck, they stay there. By the way, get the good stickers that the person can easily remove. There's nothing worse than people having to, get out the old, whatever it is, turpentine, whatever it is that takes those stickers off. Good quality stickers are worth a little extra. Okay. Consider local classified ads in the penny shoppers, the neighborhood papers, and those throwaway type papers that you've seen in your area. And again, it's funny because I had this list, for a while, but the strategy that you'll be hearing about in the latter half of the program actually uses this, as a key part. It's a really, really good way. I won't cover more on that because my guests will be doing that. Okay, the next one is that on your computer, your PC website, you need to add a little snippet of code. It's the code that you see on the screen here, up in the head part of your HTML. Now, if you're not a programmer, then get somebody that knows how to do this If they charge you anything, it should be like $5. I mean, because this is like take, maybe 30 seconds. And it's just a quick copy-paste. But basically, here's what this does. This goes on your PC site, and it's the part here that says link REL equals alternate, media equals handheld, and then xhref equals, and then you're going to substitute in your complete mobile website right here, http:/. By the way, I didn't do the /, so make sure you do that. Sorry about that. http:// and then you put in your mobile website there. Make sure it's correct, and then you will copy-paste this entire little snippet of code, starting with the pointy bracket here, all the way to the pointy bracket, and put that up in between the head tags of your HTML page on the home page of your site. You could actually put it on every page of your site if you wanted to, but at least put it on the home page, okay? So you just look up in there, and then you would put it anywhere after head, but before the / head. And what this does is it lets Google and other engines know that if somebody hits your website or is searching for your website, that they can substitute the mobile version of your site in lieu of your PC site. Okay, and so this is a very good idea that will help you get the right kind of traffic. If you want to read all about it, then go to easy.com. It's on the bottom of the screen. easy.com/mobile code. And there's a long, boring page that tells you all of the nitty-gritty about this, why you should do it, and all that kind of stuff over on the AdMob site. All right? It's a very good idea. Okay. Now, we're going to talk about a number of things that have to do with Google. All right? There are so many things that you need to do with Google that I would recommend that you just sit down and have a Google day and just run through and do as much of this as you can and just get it all up and running. I've shared a few with you previously. Hopefully you've already done those. If not, then let this be your master list to get it done. And Google, starting today, has renamed their local business center to Google Places. And they have opened up. I mean, they must have known I was going to be teaching this class tonight. They've opened up a whole bunch of new things that are really great for you if you're doing mobile marketing and or local marketing, and the two overlap so much that it's really hard to do one without the other. Okay, the first thing that you need to do is to go to Google Profiles, and I'm going to actually go to that. This here is your personal profile page. I covered this in an earlier session. You just need to go here, first click to view your profile. If you don't have one, then go ahead and set it up. And remember, what you want to do is put something into every input box, everything that they will let you do it robustly. Add as many links, pictures, videos, anything you can get your hand on that is related to you or your business or what have you. Now, this particular one here, though, leans more toward you as a person. It's your personal profile at Google. So you may want to set that one up a little bit different than you would your business profile, which we'll get to here in just a second. All right? So now, the next one is your business profile. Okay? Here we are again. Your business profile, actually I logged right into mine. The business profile, this is the admin area. Okay, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you've done a post in the upper right-hand corner. I covered this earlier as well. This is relatively new, and I'd recommend that you'd say visit my mobile site and put a mobile link there. That will show up right at the top of your business profile. It's the only way right now to get a mobile link up toward the top of the page. And once you make a post here, it'll stay there for 30 days. Maybe mark your calendar to go back and just redo the post every 30 days or so. Do that. And then in a moment, you're going to see down here, and I'm inside my local business center, the area that will, as of today, is now called Google Places. You'll notice that they added something new right here. It's their 2D barcode for your business. They go ahead and give one for your business. And if people take pictures of this, they're tracking how many people take the pictures and actually, go and visit your site, and you can actually become a favorite place as a result of people, going through Google and on over to your site. So that's a really, really cool thing. So you want to go in and fill out everything you can for your Google business. Okay, the next thing is your mobile coupons. All right, now, there's an article, it tells you all about it right here, and they make coupons that work on either PC or mobile, and what you're going to be able to do is to set one up for yourself. And again, you can use this with an online business. This does not require somebody to actually walk in. You could say this is a mobile coupon, and in order to use it, you just put like a coupon code on there. They let you put whatever you want on the coupon. So you can put like a coupon that they could put, a coupon code that they could put into your shopping cart when they check out, or maybe it says call a phone number and you give them like a free 15-minute consultation session. In other words, get creative, and you can do this online or offline, but you want to have these coupons up and running. Once you have them, let me show you how this works. I'm going to go back to my business center. I'm in my business center, and you'll notice that up at the top there's only two tabs, one for dashboard and one for coupons. You want to click on the coupon tab in your Google Places. You notice it says Google Places here. It used to say Google Local Business Center. All right, now then you have a place where you can add a new coupon if you want. You can add as many as you'd like. And over here it's got like edit, pause, and delete. But what I didn't show you last time was this, link. If you click where it says link, it then gives you the link. Here it is right here. The link, I'm going to copy it. You can see my mobile coupon right here. I'm going to copy the link, and I'm going to put it up here in the web address, and it brings you to my coupon. But it knew that I was on a computer, so it delivered me the computer version. If I had gone to the same links on a mobile phone, it would have given me the mobile version. Now, the only problem is right up in the address bar, you'll notice that the link is monstrously long, much longer than you'd want to use for a mobile. So what you want to do is you want to take that link and go over to BudURL or TinyURL or some URL shortening service and shorten the link to your mobile coupons so that you can then put it on your business card or on your website or your mobile site or something like that. And then that will give you a good mobile coupon and they give you stats and everything for your mobile coupons. It's really cool. There are many other mobile coupon things that are out there, and we'll touch upon more of them later, but since we're in Google Business Center or Google Places right now, I just wanted to go ahead and cover that. Okay, the next thing is Google Places. Every one of the links that's on this slide and the next slide, I'll be posting them in the forum area, the Stomper Mobile Forum area, and you'll be able to get this presentation shortly after the call. I want you to go and I want you to explore all of these things, all right? Let me sign out. When you get over, this is Google Places. And so what you want to do is you want to go here, you want to click and watch the video. Definitely watch this video, okay? Google Places, I won't play it right now. But it talks about, you know, how this works. It's really, really good. Okay, so there's a link to that in the presentation. Go and see that. That's actually this link right here was the video we were watching. Make sure you watch that. The next thing is tags. Now, tags are not available in many cities yet. In fact, right now, I don't have the list in front of me, but it's only like about maybe a dozen cities. But it's going to be everywhere eventually. Go to this location and read about Google Places tags. This will let you put little tags on the maps that really highlight your local business. And I remind you, folks, I do not have a local business, but I do all of this stuff as if I do, because I get traffic as a result of that. Even though that's not really what I'm after, okay, it still drives traffic, in particular traffic in the local area, okay, even though I don't have a physical business that you go to. So yes, you would still do these kinds of things. But back to the tags, it's about $1 a day, and they add these they're almost like little ads, to tell you the truth, right on Google Maps. And this is a wonderful thing if you're a consultant to be able to go into a business, especially if tags is in your area, and say, hey, and when you talk to people about this stuff, print it out and show it to them. Here's what it looks like, okay? And I can do this for you. It's no big deal. It costs less than $1 a day, all right? I can do it for you. They're going to pay you a consulting fee to get all of this stuff set up, but it's not going to cost you much to do the strategy. Okay, the next one is Google Photos. And this one's so crazy it's almost hard to believe. Google will now send someone out to your business to take pictures of the inside of it. I kid you not. It's kind of like when I first heard they were going to have people driving all around the world on cars and big tricycles doing Google Street View, and you just said, my gosh, how will they ever pull that off? And sure enough, they have Street View almost everywhere now. Well, now what they're doing, and this just started, they're actually going to send photographers in to take pictures of the inside of your business. So could you imagine if you walked up to a local business and said, hi, I'm a consultant, I can help you with this and whatever. What we should probably do first is see if we could get Google to come out and take pictures of the inside of your business. They'd probably go, what? Yeah, we can actually do that. So what do? You just go right here where it says Apply Now. Okay, you'd fill this out either for yourself or for the business that you're trying to help, and they will get a hold of you and come over and take pictures. Okay, boy, can you believe that? Google actually has a dead link right there. Okay, anyway, that's the deal. This is in about a dozen cities right now. If they're not in your city, they do allow you the option of going in and taking your own pictures, and I think you can submit them and do them that way as well. But for some reason, I have a feeling that if you let Google come out and do it, there's probably gonna be some advantage to that. I don't know yet because it's brand new, but I think it'd be a cool thing, and it would certainly help close a deal for you. Okay. The next one is Google Favorite Places. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Google Barcodes. All right. This is as good as it gets, folks. There is a video that I'll point out in a moment here that you just got to watch. But basically what has happened is that Google has sent out by mail these nice little stickers. The sticker actually looks like what you see right here. I mean, that right there is the sticker. Funny, I was talking about sticker strategies earlier, and yet Google Maps is using a sticker strategy for this 2D barcode thing. Basically a sticker that looks just like what you see here on the screen. It's about the size of a magazine. It's a pretty decent little size. And people take it and they stick it up on the front of their business. Then people can take a picture of the barcode and it will bring back reviews, maps, all the information that you as the owner have inputted about your business would be right there. Now I'm going to talk about it more later, but a big part of this is having really good reviews, and you're going to find out that most businesses, unless they're a hotel or some restaurants in big cities, most businesses have almost no reviews. All right, none whatsoever. They don't even know how to get the customers to go over there and do it. Well, StomperNet has a service. It's called ReviewCast, ReviewQast, reviewcast.com. And you can access that from inside the StomperNet portal, and that is a service that you as a consultant, or if you have a brick-and-mortar business, you can actually use it to help you get good reviews up on Google Local and Google Maps. And very soon they're going to start doing the same service for location-based social media applications like Foursquare and what have you. It's totally 100% free to dip your toe into the water and get going on it, all right? If you find it's a strategy that you like yourself or a strategy you'd like to offer to some of the businesses that you may be helping, then there are packages where you spend, 10, 20, 30 bucks a month, and they automate or help you to get reviews into Google in a way that the business owner just can't do it otherwise. So we're already posting, actually the whole system was a brainchild of mine, and I set it up, but it's run by someone else. But we're processing thousands of testimonials and reviews for businesses, mostly in the U.S. and UK right now. So anyway, that's there. So this is something where, how cool would it be for you to go to a business, because most businesses would not have received the sticker from Google. They only sent it out to like the ones that were getting the most traffic already. But what if you went up to a business and said, hey, we should put up a Google Map favorite places in your store window, and you can actually print it out yourself. And in fact, let me show you that. That's yeah, let's see, a little out of whack here. That's actually on my next. That's coming up in another screen. I'll show it to you in just a moment. We'll get back to that. Okay, favorite places. This is kind of related. And by the way, that video you should see, it's right here. All right, so it's a link from the presentation, and watch every video that you bump into in this area. But you can sign up for Google favorite places. You can help businesses do this. The whole process is spelled out here. I don't need to tell you anything. You just read that page and you fill this out either for yourself or for a local business, and you're going to be able to do that. Then the more that you can help a business drive traffic through this, or the more that you do this to drive traffic to your business, the more you're going to get benefit and exposure through Google. You will become one of their favorite places. All right? It's a really, really incredible opportunity, and it just started today. If you went out and tried to offer this into the marketplace, no one would even know about it because it just started today, and you found out about it today. Actually, I think they tried a rendition of this a little while ago, and it didn't work out, and they revamped it now with the 2D barcodes, and it's just a lot better now. Okay, the next thing is favorite places. We're there on that. I clicked the wrong link. Let me get back. Here we go. Here's an example of what it kind of looks like. This is actually shows you how to get on the map. It's a favorite place. Do you run a business? It tells you, they've identified 100,000 businesses in the U.S. that they call favorite places, and those are the 100,000 that got the stickers. But that doesn't mean that you can't help your own business or another business to do this, and that's what they're trying to do, okay? Anyway, you get listed in here. It's all categorized. It's all really neat, so spend a little time, and you'll see how cool this is. Okay, let's go to the next one. There's an example of the, oh, here's the one. Okay. The barcode poster. This is actually in your Google account area, so let me show you where to get it. You can get it for your business or any business you're consulting for. What you're going to do is you're going to go to Google.com. Probably heard of that. You're going to log into your business account by hitting sign in up here. Okay, now I'm signing into my business account. Now that I'm in my business account, I go up to settings up here in the upper right-hand corner, and I click on Google account settings. That takes me inside my Google account. Then I go to Google Business Center, which I bet they're going to change the name. They haven't changed it here yet. They're going to probably change it to Places. But you click that and go into your local business center area. Scroll to the bottom right, and down where you see the QR code or the 2D barcode, it'll say print the QR poster. Okay, see it right there? Print QR poster, the quick response poster. So I click that, and bingo. That is the poster for my business. Okay, that is it. You can take that and put it in your business, or you can go and put it up in another business. But don't think that's the end of it, because you probably already know how to make these 2D barcodes. If you don't, as soon as you go visit those links I gave you earlier from QuickMark and ScanLife and whatever, while you're over there, read around and they'll show you how to create these 2D barcodes as well. We're going to cover it in detail in a later session, but hey, don't wait for me. You can go ahead and make these things. There are already several people in the forums that are making 2D barcodes and posting them right there in the forum. So you can make these things. So that means that you could go to the business owner and you could say, hey, I could also do one of these things for just to bring them to your menu, or I could also do one of these things just to bring them to your special for the week. Or you can make a QR code or a 2D barcode for anything. And so you can just kind of do it like this, or any kind of variation you want, and make it big enough, put it up in the store, and bingo, you are going to be gold. You are going to be gold, whether it's your business or you're doing consulting for someone else. Okay, now, I have a guest that I'd like to introduce to you, and I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get him online here. You guys are going to be blown away with this, so just bear with me a little bit here. This is good stuff. First thing I have to do is remember what my guest's name is. I'm just kidding. I've got to find him in this big, long list. I saw it earlier. There we go. And I'm going to turn Sean on. Sean, are you on?
Can you? Yep, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Oh, wow. Geez, you'd think I was technical or something.
All right.
Okay.
You did it right the first time. This is good.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Sean is a young fella, probably half my age, that he's very familiar with a lot of things that you guys do in marketing, and very familiar with the StomperNet and Stomper Mobile. But he's been doing this for, what is it, 10, 11, 12 years now, Sean? Yeah,
11 years now.
Okay, and he's done it for a lot of big corporations, a lot of campaigns. He focuses an awful lot of his efforts in the text messaging area, and he can kind of elaborate a little bit more on your background if you'd like to, Sean. But what he's going to reveal tonight is a particular strategy. When Sean shared this with me, it just blew my mind, because it really combines a lot of the stuff that I talk about, that he's actually done it in a particular niche, which when you hear about it, you can do the same things. He will show you some tools. He's actually set up the systems to help make it be more like a business out of the box. Or you can take the general idea and maybe tweak it a little bit and come up with a strategy that will work for you. But I'm going to turn it over to Sean. Sean's got a separate presentation here, which I'm going to pull up. And then, Sean, you just tell me as you go along. I've got your first screen up. You just tell me as you go along to move the slide forward. And then if you guys have any questions about any of the stuff I've covered or anything that Sean covers, you can go ahead and start putting that in the box, and we're going to cover those as soon as Sean is done. So take it away, Sean.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Sean Parsons. The company that I started and currently run is Aqua 360. We are a mobile marketing firm, in that we initially started out as kind of like an ad agency, but in the mobile marketing arena. So all the clients that I've gotten over the years, all the things that we've done for them have been in a hands-on servicing kind of thing. The same way a big ad agency would service Coca-Cola or McDonald's or Visa, we provided these kinds of hands-on mobile marketing services for big corporate brands. I did not put a slide in here with all of the companies that we've worked with over the years, particularly because I don't like mentioning it. Just because they're big Fortune 500 companies, and sometimes it's very scary because people start to see these big corporate brands and think this only works in a corporate arena. It's not going to work for me. Or, who is this guy? I've never heard of him. Has he really worked with these kinds of companies? So I'll tell you about them since Dan mentioned them, just to let you know some of the kinds of campaigns that we've been involved with over the years. I've been doing this for 11 years, so it's pretty much my entire professional career. I started this being mobile marketing. I started when I was in college, particularly in the late 90s. I noticed that everyone in the entertainment industry had these big two-way pagers. So if anybody's, over, let's say, 25 years old, you should know about this, if you were in that arena. These pagers were particularly from Motorola. I'm sorry, they were Motorola pagers, but they were serviced by WorldCom or SkyTel most of the time. I think Arch Wireless, Metrocall Wireless, a few of the paging companies back in the 90s and early 2000s also provided service. But they were big, they were clamshell, they came in two colors, black or silver. And that was it. Everyone in the entertainment industry, in music, sports, fashion, PR, marketing, everyone had one. And but one thing I started to do was collect a list of people in different cities, New York, Chicago, Atlanta, LA, Miami, and collect the two-way addresses from these people. Why? Because I realized, just like cell phones, everybody in the industry would walk around with their two-ways everywhere they went. If they left their desk to go to the copy machine, the two-way pager was with them because they were texting somebody. If they went to the bathroom, if they went anywhere, just like your cell phone, you didn't leave this thing anywhere. You had it 3 feet away from you at all times. You didn't let your boyfriend or your girlfriend see it, and you kept it really, really close to you, along with your keys, your wallet, and your cell phone. The great thing about those devices is that you were able to send 500 characters of text at one time. So it's kind of like a text messaging system, kind of on steroids. Well, what happens? I noticed that I started collecting a lot of names and numbers in the entertainment industry, because I was sending entertainment news and information and SoundScan numbers and little gossip stuff on a regular basis. But event promoters started asking me to send their event messaging promotions to my list, because they realized, oh, I only had about 1,000, 2,000 people in LA, or 3,000 in New York, or 1,000 in Atlanta. But each person that I had on my list either had their own database, or they had certain celebrities that they kind of ran around with on a regular basis. So my list was a list of trend influencers and trend setters. So my list was a list of lists. Everybody that I had on my list had their own list, one way or another. And very influential people who would spend money at nightclubs and go have a good time. So I started doing simple little, come to so-and-so's party at this club on tonight at 10 o'clock, whatever it may be, $20 to get in, whatever the typical event information was. And at $50 or $100 a pop, you do this 3 or 4 nights a week for 5 different cities every single night. It's not to make a decent amount of money, and I'm in college. I'm like, wow, I'm making about 40 grand a year in college. I don't have to do anything else. This is not bad. Needless to say, college wasn't the primary thought after a while. But that's how I got started, and this was in '99. So I've been doing this for a minute, and I learned 2 very important things, and these things will come into play throughout the rest of this presentation. Mobile marketing particularly is very profitable and makes a lot of sense when you keep location awareness and time sensitivity at the top of your list. So when you know where your subscriber or your user or your customer is, either what country in the world, what city in the country, sometimes even what zip code, and you know what time of day that particular person may be thinking about your product, you send them an ad or message of any kind that's related to your business, your product, your offering, your event, then you're going to more than likely convert that user, or at least pique their interest where your ad is not just an ad. It's like, oh, this is cool, I'll pass on it, but thanks for the offer, versus, what on earth is this, and why am I getting this at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Here's a good example. If you're Starbucks, you want to send a message to your database of people, particularly around 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, maybe even earlier, just a little bit earlier, during the week. 3 o'clock in the afternoon doesn't work. Saturday and Sunday doesn't work because you're at home Saturday and Sunday making your own coffee. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, by that point in time, you've more than likely had your 2 or 3 cups of coffee for the day and you're not spending any more money. Or you have the 1 cup that you need. So Starbucks is an early morning thing. Make sure you send your text message out to your customer base early in the morning. That's how that works. So over the years, as things have gotten a little bit better and bigger for me, I started working with some bigger companies. So the event promoters were still around, but I started doing hands-on campaigns for really big corporate companies like Coke or Cox Communications. BET is BET, Comedy Central, MTV, and VH1, all 4 stations that Viacom owns. So Viacom was a big client of mine. For the NBA, did a lot of things for NBA All-Star Weekend, probably every year from 2002 up until just last year, 2009. Timberland boots. I was actually able to help sell boots from a retail store using mobile marketing. Sending out the right kind of messages, I was able to actually get people to get up, go to the store on a Saturday afternoon, look at a pair of boots in particular, a very specific Timberland boot, and they bought it. So it's like, oh, I can drive retail sales. It's actually working pretty well now. So I've worked with a lot of big brands that a lot of big things for them. And then after a while I said, okay, I've got a lot of issues with the things that are going on with mobile marketing. I've got to spend too much time and energy doing these things. I need something that can automate my work. Couldn't find it. I said, okay, I'm going to look. I'll look in different countries. I'll even translate things from different languages and see if I can find anything that can help me automate all of the work that I have to do manually. Couldn't find it. So I built it, but we'll get to that a little bit later. But I've worked with a lot of big brands, and I realized, okay, if I can do this for all these big companies, maybe we can find a way to do it for smaller companies at on a much smaller scale in your local neighborhood and make it work for any kind of business. So that was my challenge. And then, of course, the other challenge was finding something that would do the things that I needed to do. So since I couldn't find it, the next challenge was build it. So now we're scaling things down so that it works for a smaller business, and we've got a system that will actually do all of the things that I found were problems in mobile marketing or necessities that just did not exist at the time to make mobile marketing easier and more available to everyone. So here's where we are today. How to do mobile marketing relatively easily, start making money. I was able to do it in 14, 15 days. Started actually getting money coming in, doing this exact method we're going to talk about. But we'll double that, say, within the next 30 days. You should have your first, not paying client, but your actual first check in your hand within 30 days. Here we go. So this slide just shows quickly, watch this 11-year mobile marketing veteran shows you how to make $388.56. That's an exact number that I use as an average for what I was making. So let's just say $400 every day using this very, very, very simple technique. So after I shut down my agency and I wanted to get back going again, doing mobile marketing, this is exactly what I did. What we're going to talk about today is exactly the same exact thing that I did 2 or 3 years ago. Next slide, please. All right, so first things first, let's understand, and I know because Dan has told you this 100 times, I'm sure by now, but this is just also what I tell everybody every time we start discussing anything. Mobile marketing, and this is not like a factual definition, but this is the one that, who is it that uses? The Mobile Marketing Association. So if the MMA uses something similar to this, then we should use this as a standard. Mobile marketing is the interactive communication with your desired audience through a mobile device or mobile network. What that means is you can send a message from your computer, your cell phone, from some sort of digital station of any kind to a mobile device. That mobile device could be a smartphone, a PDA, regular phone. It could also be a laptop. It could be a receiver on some end. It could be, if you guys know what this stuff is, an RFID remote a transmitter and receiver. This is stuff that Walmart and other big companies use to help track their inventory when they're out, in the store putting up stuff and tracking inventory. But nonetheless, mobile marketing is sending these messages and communicating, not just tracking data and getting SKUs and tags and information like that, but actually communicating back and forth, because here's the marketing element of it. So it's communicating from one mobile device to the next, or from one station to a mobile device. Next slide, please. All right. Here's a simple, high-level overview of how this simple system works. And I stress how simple it is because everyone that I walk through this or tell this to or give this to always calls me back or emails me again and says, okay, what am I missing? Or what did I do wrong? Or you didn't tell me all the pieces of it. It is no more complicated than what we're going to talk about right now. First things first, you build a list of targeted subscribers, meaning you build a list of people in the same zip code, or the same city at least, or you build a list of people who are of similar ages, maybe of a particular background, particular race, particular sex, but you build a list of targeted people, targeted subscribers. College students, African-American men between 14 and 19 years old, Asian girls between, 13 and 20, or 21 and 29, or expecting mothers, or new mothers. Two totally different lists that can be combined, but they're still different lists. You can do anything, any kind of targeted list, but you build a list of very, very targeted subscribers. And once you have this list, particularly if you're going after local marketing, you have this list of at least 500 people. I would say let's do 300 at the very least, but 500 is a good number. 500 people, now you can use this list as leverage. You walk into a business and say, hey, I've got a list of 500 people. I can bring them to your store. I can send them to your store at any time you tell me to. And all you have to do to get them into your store is offer them a good deal. A 2-for-1 special, 20% off, free drink, free fries, whatever it may be. And, of course, this store owner is going to say, not bad. I'll pay you for it. So here we go. You build a list of targeted subscribers. The easiest way, the fastest way to build this list is by placing classified ads in a local newspaper advertising that you, the list owner, can offer a special deal to these subscribers. So your ad can be something as simple as text the word coupons to 12345 for special deals in New York, in Atlanta, in Beijing, whatever it may be. That's the fastest, quickest way. Don't do the biggest newspaper in your city because it's going to cost you a lot of money. Use the little newspapers like Creative Loafing if you're in Atlanta or Charlotte or a few other southern cities. The Village Voice if you're in New York. Do any other smaller free newspaper that you find because those ads are going to be a lot cheaper, but particularly because the people who read them or read the classified ads. They read more of the articles. They engage in more of the ads in the newspaper. So the people actually like those newspapers. So you build your list of 500 subscribers, and you use it as leverage. And the more focused your list is, the better the more focused area and the more focused the area and targeted the list is, the better results you're going to have with your clients. Once again, going after very specific people that we mentioned before, certain demographic or psychographic arenas. Next slide. Dan? Aha. Okay, so you have your new clients. These are the local businesses you go after. You have them pay you to advertise to your list. You send messages to your subscribers saying, hey, this is David here. Here's a coupon of the day, or here's a coupon for this morning. And you're going to go to XYZ store, redeem this coupon, and you'll get 50% off. Tell them Dave sent you. Simple little stuff. Don't make it too complicated. But Dan has also taught you how to send and how to craft the proper mobile marketing message. Use what he taught you to start sending these messages. What happens when you do this? There's a win-win-win scenario. Your subscribers win because they're getting good content that actually offers them a discount or a freebie or something that they want at a price that they're willing to pay for in a location in which they're willing to go get it. So the subscribers get exactly what they want. The client is happy because now he's got new customers coming in whenever he says so, because he's going to tell you, hey, send this message out at noon on Tuesday, which means at noon on Tuesday he's going to have a whole new set of customers paying for XYZ thing. He's going to be very, very happy now. And, of course, you're happy because you've got paying clients who, once they realize, your marketing efforts actually work, I'm going to do this again on Wednesday and on Thursday and on Friday and again and again. So as long as everyone keeps winning, you're going to keep yourself in business and keep going pretty well with this. Now, here's how you make this happen from a technical standpoint, because you can use any SMS system to make this happen, but here's some of the tools that you should use. You need a powerful SMS system. I know that Stomper Mobile has a system that they use. Of course, we've got one of our own. Now, the system that we have is something that I had to build from scratch out of necessity because some of the things that I was looking for just weren't available. Actually, a lot of the things I was looking for just were not available in any system. Even the one that I had built before just did not do what I needed it to do after I started getting going in mobile marketing. So you need an SMS system that I say is on steroids. It's powerful enough to manage your campaign and really give you detailed reports, statistics, personalization, personalization, sorry, and a lot of advanced features. I describe my system as the AWeber of mobile marketing, and as we get into it, you'll understand why. All right. I do like to say this is the most powerful SMS system on the planet, only because I've looked for a couple of years, really, really hard looking for something like this. I haven't found it, and I still, to this day, have not found it. And I've been in conversations with some people in the mobile marketing arena who work with, or some of them actually own or co-own, multi-billion-dollar mobile marketing companies, and they still have not seen a system like what I have to offer. It just does quite a few things. Some of the top level and key features is that it allows you to send one text message to your subscriber no matter how long the message is. So we all know that when you're sending a mobile message, you typically have either 140 or 160 characters to type whatever it is you have to say. So that forces you to abbreviate some things, leave out some key adjectives that you want to use, or just you end up truncating this thing as much as possible to get it to fit, and sometimes it's not the greatest use of your time to try to figure out how to say this in 160 characters. Our system allows you to supersede this now. You can send a message that is as long as you need it to be, meaning we have sent messages that have been 1,000 characters long, all in one message. So what happens is you start typing, and the system says, this is a lot longer than 161 characters. We'll send the message out, but we're going to stop it at 130, and then send a mobile link or a WAP link to the user, and he can click that link from his text message, go straight to a WAP landing page or mobile landing page that our system creates, and he can see all the details there. You can see that whole 1,000 character message you want to type, it's there. So if you want to say, hey, we've got a sale going, and we're going to get these 10 items, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 10 items. These 10 items are on sale this day, this time, at this location. Here's your address. Here's the phone number. You come in and get 2 for 1 this. If you buy all 10, you'll get an extra thing. And tell them Dan sent you. All that is going to take quite a bit of characters. Our system does it all in one message. So when you're paying 10 cents a message, now you're only paying 10 cents. You can schedule messages into the future. Our system allows you to schedule a message to go out instantly, 1 minute from now, or up to 100 years from today's date. So if you don't have to be around to send a message out, the system will do it for you automatically. You can send media items for free. Now, most SMS systems do not allow you to attach images. Ours does. So you'll say you create a coupon. You've got your digital coupon here that has all this information built into the code. What are you going to do? Not send it because you can't send images through text? No, with our system you can. Create your coupon, upload it. I'm sorry, create your coupon, create your coupons, your flyers, or anything that you have. Your barcodes. You guys just talked about barcodes. Create those. Attach it to the message. Upload it to the system. It'll attach it. And instead of charging you an extra fee for it, we'll say, hey, no extra fee. You pay one time, the message goes out. You can actually upload FLV videos so that people with smartphones can watch them, MP3s, so people can listen to your radio advertisements or your ringtones, or you recording a message saying, hey, this is Dan here, come to my store, I'm having a sale on Tuesday, that kind of thing. Or any application, BlackBerry apps, Windows mobile apps, Android apps. You can't do iPhone apps because Apple says, you must sell or give away your apps within our iTunes store and platform. But any other kind of app, you can give those away through our system. And you can upload this to us, to our servers, and attach it for free. Now here's where things get really fancy. For those of you in the offline or local marketing arena, those of you who own brick and mortar stores, those of you who like to promote events, concerts, nightclub events and parties and things of that nature, we've got 2 special forms for you that you can actually type in all of this information, the address, the location of the store, if you have a specific location number or name, date and time that the sale starts, or date and time that the party starts or the concert starts, who the DJ is for your event, what the coupon code is for your particular special offer. You can type in all this extra information as well as a long description and get all this information sent to the user's phone, and it comes up in a really pretty, well-detailed format. It's not a big paragraph. It's a list form, so the user can see each individual piece of information on this mobile landing page that our system automatically creates for you. All of this gets sent in. This is, a lot of times it's 200-300 characters. It's only one message now. Along with that is Google Maps integration. So what this means is when you type in the address to your store, 123 Main Street, Las Vegas, Nevada, whatever the zip code is, 12345, that address automatically becomes a live link, which is linked to Google Maps on a mobile phone. So when a user clicks that link, he can instantly get the address as well as directions straight to your store from his current location. All of this is done automatically with our system. Next. Quizzes and polls. Just like any other system, we can send out quizzes and polls, and this allows you to kind of just do a quick survey or engage the customer in your brand, or find out why they came to your store, find out why they didn't come to your store. Whatever it may be, this will help you do better messaging and better marketing next time. So all of this is built in. Autoresponders, split test, and triggers. Now, those of you who are using Aweber, GetResponse, MailChimp, or any kind of email autoresponder system are used to seeing these three terms, and you realize, this is great for email, I know how to do this here. It works the same exact way with us. Autoresponders, we've got autoresponders that allow you to send messages to the consumer instantly or 100 years from now at any particular point that you want, at any day or any week or any month that you choose from now. Split test, if you've got 3 or 4 versions of a mobile campaign, you can send it out to a small portion of the list. You can decide what percentage of people or what number of people you want to send it to. Run a split test. The system will say, hey, this message works. Now you know. Send it out to the rest of the group. And triggers. If a user decides, hey, I want to watch this video, download this app, download this wallpaper, we actually know that the consumer did this, and we can say, put him in a different list. Or the people who didn't do anything at all, put them in a different list. And this can be done automatically. Now, those who downloaded an image, you can say, thanks for downloading my wallpaper. Here's another one for you. Those who did not do it, I noticed you didn't download my wallpaper. Well, here, try a different one instead. So you can actually send them different messages based on what the user does or doesn't do. Next slide. Reporting, tracking, and personalization. Now, Aweber, GetResponse, Constant Contact, all the rest of those guys, they give you these big, pretty reports and graphs that show you how well your email campaigns, performed. Did you get a 10% click-through rate and a 25% open rate, or did it bomb entirely and completely? We've got the same functionality with our mobile messages. We can tell you who clicked on a link and opened the dynamic web page, who it was, not just how many people, but who did it. We know the date and time they did this thing, how many opens you got, how many conversions you got, how many people clicked on links to get the address to come to your store, how many download wallpapers or ringtones, any kind of thing. Anything the user does, we can track it and show it to you, and now you can use this data information to optimize your campaigns and make better campaigns, make better messages, make more compelling offers to your consumer base, and make, so they can interact with you more. Now, with this, you get your own white label system. Now, don't go anywhere else after this for a hot second, Dan, because what I want to show you is how all of this ties into get you started with mobile marketing right away in a very particular niche that's really, really, really hot. So our system gives you all these features that we just talked about and all the ones that you're looking at. So, at the end of the day, you get all of these features that, plus a lot more that we haven't talked about, and it's also a reseller system, meaning a white label solution. So you're able to upload your logo, change the colors, add your own content, and now you've got your own mobile business that you run on your own domain, right? We've got technical teams and sales support teams to help you out. Now you're looking at a bullet point that says 100,000 schools in the country. What is that about? Simple. What I did when I got started in mobile marketing was I said, I'm going to take the same concept we just talked about, build a list of 500 subscribers, go to local businesses in a certain area and say, hey, I've got 500 people on my list I can send to your store, and I can get them to come buy your stuff, be it food, clothes, books, shoes, whatever it may be. Pay me to do this, and I'll do it for you anytime you tell me, and I'll even help you get this done properly and done right. Huh? A lot of people said, that's the first thing they said to me, huh? How can you do this? Well, it's mobile marketing. Well, I had a list of college students. That's the key. That was the key to my success. You can do this in any niche. But what I did that was so good for me was I went after college students for a very particular reason. Your college campus is, a couple of acres of land and buildings, et cetera, et cetera. All the businesses around the college campuses are there purposely to serve the college students. So they know they got, 1,000 up to 10,000, 20,000 students at a school who are all going to come to their store and drink their coffee and use their Wi-Fi, who are going to come and eat their pizza and their chips and tacos and whatever it is for lunch, who are going to buy the shoes and clothes that they sell, buy the books that they sell, whatever it may be. So they build their stores and open stores right around college campuses because they know we've got a captive audience. All these college students are going to want to get some food or some clothes or whatever close to the college campus. Many of them don't have cars or don't feel like driving that far away. So when you've got a business right next to a college campus, you're going to do well pretty much all the time. I realized this starting out, and I said, if I've got consumers who need things, and I've got businesses who sell the things that my consumers need and want, I can put the two together. So if you sell stuff to college students, and I have college students on my list, I am now your best friend because I can get these college students to come to your store to buy pizza from you on a Tuesday night or a Wednesday night. When you're having a slow night and wasting electricity, I can flood your restaurant with a lot of college students because you're going to offer a 2-for-1 special or a get a drink free special or get a free dessert when you buy a slice, whatever it may be. Whatever's compelling enough to get people to walk through that door, you make that offer. I send the message. You instantly have a couple, 100 people, 200 people in your store buying your stuff. This worked really, really well. Everyone saw how easy this was. The college students were always happy because they got great deals and great discounts. Well, what we have is a system that gives you a white label reseller solution that you can put your own logo on, your own content, call it dansmobilearena.com or dansmobilecampus.com. People can come and sign up to your site, join your list. You can make a list for each business if you want or put everyone in one list and send it out. And you can drive all of your college students to the stores right around the college campus. And we've got a network of over 100,000 schools in the country. Why do we have this network? One, we've done a lot of college marketing over the years. But two, we actually have it isolated so that if you, I'm in Atlanta, so I'm going to mention some Atlanta-based schools. If you're right around Georgia State, Georgia Tech, Emory University, these are three of the largest schools in Atlanta right now. Let's just say you want to control these schools. You want to own these schools. Well, if I have 5 people who want the same schools and they're all working the same businesses, then we've got a problem. The customer, the client, vendor X who has a pizza shop is going to say, well, hey, Dan, thanks for offering this to me, but Steve just came by yesterday. He's offering it for a cheaper price than you, or he's got a bigger list than you. Now you got a lot of competition, and that's a problem. Our network is designed so that you come in, first come, first serve, but you come in and say, hey, I want this school, and this school. And we lock it up so that no one else has access to these schools. So it's like McDonald's franchise. You build a McDonald's somewhere, you've got like a half-mile radius where there's no other McDonald's. You own that that whole mile diameter kind of thing, but you own your territory. So we give you the same kind of system so that if all the colleges in the country are listed out for you, you pick the 3 that you want to control and own and work with, and all the businesses around those colleges are now yours because we won't let anybody else have access to those schools. And we have a way of kind of locking it out. On top of getting this white label reseller solution, exclusivity to the schools of your choice, we're going to give you a free 100 block of text messaging credits to use every month. So every month, when the new month rolls around, you get 100 new credits. So if you decide, hey, I'm going to use 5 credits this month, next month you'll have 195 because you would have had 100 more added to your account. And you just keep building it. And then we'll actually give you your own keyword. So when you send Dan to 12345, or when you send Steve to 12345, or mobile campus to that keyword is yours. So we're going to set up one just for you, and your students can log in or join your list from the keyword, or they can get coupons or any kind of information that you decide to send back to them by using this particular keyword. We'll give you one for free every single month. Next slide, Dan. As a matter of fact, this is stuff that we've already talked about. So you start your own white label mobile business, and that's yours to keep. For those of you who are outside of America, we actually have connections with all of the, well, just about every network on the planet. There's over 800 networks in over 200 countries in our system. So we don't just work here in America. We've got stuff in Canada and Australia and Beijing and quite a few countries. And we work with every major carrier and quite a few of the smaller ones as well. So this system, this idea, this concept doesn't just work here in America. It works all over the world. We've done a few international campaigns, and I can tell you from my own personal experience, it works well in the UK. I can't mention any other country because I haven't done it personally in any other country, but that's what we've done, and it works very well there too. We've got a full sales support and technical support team who's here to assist you. You can call us on the phone or email us all the time, or we have a little chat box on our website. Anytime you want to help, you need help, we're here to help you. We can even help you get students joining your list. We can give you different ideas, some that cost, some that are free, to actually help get students on your list. We actually have a social networking site that we're launching soon that will do some of this work for you, and I'll mention that a little bit more in about 2 minutes. But we've got relationships with a lot of colleges and universities, and we can make this happen a lot easier. So we've got a list of 130,000 private high schools, public high schools, and colleges and universities in the U.S. on this list, so we can actually help you build a list for your exclusive school that you control. You get 3 colleges of your choice, 100 SMS credits every month, your own custom mobile keyword that you choose, and you get access to all of this. Now, here's the thing. We've got a college-based social networking site that we're opening very soon. We're going to do all the marketing for the social networking site. You're going to do all the marketing for your mobile business, for your local mobile-based business. It's got a PC and web access, meaning that just like how Facebook has a regular website to use on your computer, and then they've got a mobile version of their site to use on your cell phone, we've got the same thing. And we've also have SMS access, meaning that when one user sends a message to another user on the system, they can actually reply by instant messenger, by email, by the web platform, from the mobile site, or from SMS. And just like any of the social networking site, there's a lot of things that can be done here, and the users can do a lot of things to interact with one another. But as this site grows, what happens is when students join this networking site, they say, hey, I go to USC, or I go to NYU, or I go to Notre Dame. As they join that particular school, they also have the option to join your mobile list. If you control Notre Dame or NYU or USC, they're also joining your list to receive your messages from you. So while you're out building your list for your clients, we're out building the list for you. So your numbers grow, and everyone's numbers grow, and everyone's happier that way. So we're going to actually help you grow your mobile list of college students. And then if you don't have a payment provider of some sort, we can actually accept the payments from your clients on your behalf for you. Next slide.
And before I show the next slide, I got to tell you guys that if this weren't as significant of a program as I know it to be, we wouldn't be talking about it tonight. But after I learned about it, investigated, and saw some of the results that had happened, then Sean, he shows me the price, and so I want you to know, you're going to have a little shock when you hit the next slide. But I got Sean into a corner with a good headlock and an arm twist, and he's done something really, really special for you guys. So I'll let you carry forward, but I want you to know that that's where we're headed.
Yep, definitely. Dan definitely did it. So the normal price of this is $400 a month, and I know a lot of people are like, okay, that's just crazy. And I say normal price not just because that's the price that we want to charge. Oh wait, don't go any further. But that's the price that most other companies charge. So we decided that we're going to have a grand opening price of $195 a month because that's what we wanted to do. And then we did a Warrior Forum special price. Many of you know what the Warrior Forum is, and a lot of guys got in there for $100 a month. But just for you guys, I'm going to let you in for $10 for the first 15 days. So we've got clients in here who are paying $100 a month. Some have paid a lot more than that to get access for the whole year. Paid an upfront price that was pretty steep. And no one outside of everybody that's on this call is going to get this or even see this. There's a special price just for Stomper Mobile members. It's $10 for the first 15 days. It does go up to $100 a month afterward, but we're going to let you get access to everything, kick it around for a little bit, get to use it, see if you like it, check out all the features. There's a lot of features here, a lot we didn't cover because we'd be here all day. But it does a lot of things. It works with a lot of networks around the world, and you can do as much as you can in Aweber or GetResponse you can do in this platform that we have, but for mobile marketing. Everything is mobile. We don't do emails or anything else. We just do mobile marketing, but we have a lot of email-like capabilities that are built into the system. So for $10 for the next 15 days, that's your risk-free trial. Here's a list again of all the things that you get. You get the mobile marketing blueprint, and it's called HOV marketing. In that, when you're writing down the HOV lane, you've got to have 2 people or 3 people in a car, depending on your state. Now you've got a buddy. So it's you embarking on this path of going down mobile marketing, but we've got a blueprint for you that shows you exactly what to do, everything that we discussed just now, but in more detail, exactly how to do it. We've got a sales team, a technical support team here to assist you all the time. So you've got a buddy in the car in your HOV lane. HOV lane gets you to work or gets you home a lot faster than everybody else in traffic. This is designed to get you making money, real money, using mobile marketing as quickly as possible. So the network, the platform, the manuscript, the blueprint, everything is here to design to get you making real money that you can put in your bank account within 30 days, even less if you work a little harder, using mobile marketing. So you get the mobile marketing blueprint. We're showing you how to use the college arena as your targeted audience. You get a white label reseller system that you get to use as your own business. So it's not aka360.com/Dan's mobile site. It's dansmobilesite.com. Period. You put it on your website, on your domain. You control it. Upload your own logo, change the colors, change the content, add pages. Dedicated sales and technical support team that can show you how to do what to do. Not just this call here, but we'll walk you through it if you need it. You get access to over 100,000 schools in the country. You get to pick the 3 that you want to work with. Every single month you get 100 SMS credits loaded into your account automatically. You get your own mobile keyword. That's usually $25 to $35 a month. Any other network will give you one for free. And when we launch it out, this is going to be probably in 2 months. We're going to launch this college-based social networking site. We're going to do all the marketing for this site. As that website grows and it becomes more popular, every student that joins the site is going to say, hey, I go to this school. So, and when they pick that school that they go to, if that's your school, you just had another user added to your list. They get to pick and choose which school they go to and which schools they want to participate in, and now they're on your mobile marketing list. So your list is growing for you automatically while you sleep. We're actually helping you build your subscriber list. So you walk into Business X and say, hey, I got 500 people on my list. The next day you got 1,000. Maybe 600. Maybe not so dramatic. Here's a quick snapshot of what the social networking site looks like. I don't want to show you a real live link or anything just yet, but here's what it looks like. And we've tested this with a lot of college-based students. They absolutely love this design. We redesigned this thing about 4 or 5 times to make it what they said they like and what they're interested in. So that's how we came up with this. So next slide. I'm just going to give you a quick snapshot of what it is. Here's the offer one last time. $10 is all you pay for the next 15 days. After that, it does go up to $99.95 a month. You can cancel anytime you want to, but it's $10 and you get access to everything. You kick around, see if you like it, see if it's for you, ask me all the questions you want, ask the team whatever questions you want, say, hey, this thing, is great or it's not so great. I don't like it, whatever it may be. 15 days for $10, and then it goes back to the normal grand opening price, because the normal price is $200. So the grand opening price is $100. But nobody else is getting this 15-day offer for $10, just the Stomper mobile clients. When you log into the system, you will see a big Stomper special. I think it says Stomper Special Offer. I just put it up there as a matter of fact. It says Stomper Special Offer, big blue link. You can't miss it. Click that and you'll see the special pricing.
And you're all set. And now let me answer some questions. And you guys, I know there's quite a few questions coming in already. Here's the way I looked at this, and believe me, I thought about this a long time, because the last thing I like to do is to take a seminar and spend a couple of $1,000s and all of a sudden feel like you're being sold yet another system. What I've been trying to do is to share with you various text messaging systems, each that offer different features and services. And thus far we've covered 3. One is StomperCast. One is the Mobilize Us system, and then the third is the Aqua 360 communication system. The way I look at this is an awesome text message system that does different things than Mobilize Us and different things than StomperCast. The fact that it comes with the college program is almost like, well, great. It's like a business in the box that comes on top of the actual text message system. Even if you have no interest in doing the college thing, because you took this course for your own product or service or whatever it is that you do, you may find that this particular text message system suits your needs. And I just wanted to clarify with you, Sean, that if a person just wants to use the text messaging system for their own business, they're not interested in the college stuff, that's perfectly okay. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay.
No matter what business you're in, you can do it for yourself, you can do it for clients, or you can do it for yourself with the college network. So if you own your own shoe store and you want to just get your own list of subscribers and customers, say, hey, join my mobile list, and you want to send out messages to them, and you want to do it automatically and send up follow-up messages or add, coupons and barcodes and everything, the system will do all of that for you for your business. If you
Right.
want to
So he's got it. He's got it priced at a price where, whether it had that or not, it's a good value. The fact that it has the college system just absolutely blows it out of the park. So that's it. Now, I've got a couple of questions here, but let me give you just a quick, off the top of my head, comparison between the three systems that we've been looking at, so you can understand that depending on what it is that you're wanting to do with mobile, or what your client may want to do, will depend on which system works best. The core features of the Stompercast system are the fact that it combines email, text messaging, and instant messaging into a single system, so that you build one list all in one database, and then when you send out, it can send out to 1, 2, or 3 of those communication channels as a smart blast, or just out to all of it. It's all consolidated, and it's a relatively simple system to use. Plus, you get a certain amount of that for free, and then when you want to upgrade, the first step up in that program, I believe, is around $40 for the first package, and so it goes. All of these packages are true SMS text messaging. I talked last week about the kind of text messaging that you don't want to use, the SMTP version. So all of the ones I'm talking about are true SMS messages. Okay, so we've got that for that particular type of thing. But the Mobilize system, its focus, its specialty is two-way text back and forth amongst a group. All right, and if you're going to be doing that kind of a thing, then Mobilize Us is going to be the best system for that. If you're doing this, in fact, to tell you the truth, I use all three. And it just depends on what client it is, and it depends on what my needs are as to which one I might use. Enough income can be generated from a smart mobile marketing campaign to cover the cost of the system. That's not the problem. It's just that you have to, it's like anything, When you go to do repair work on your car, you can't fix everything with one screwdriver. You might have to have several different tools depending on what the particular job is. And it's the same thing in mobile marketing. You need a tool to fit the need. This particular system does not do email. It doesn't do it. It's very focused. I'm talking about the Aqua system. It's very focused on text messaging, and it's got the connection into, and it's got this unique ability to allow you to type a text message longer than 160 characters, and it turns the rest of the message basically into an instant web page that can be pushed through a link in the text that goes out. So that means that for spur-of-the-moment times when you just can't get it into 140 or 160 characters and you need it to go further, you'd be much better off to do this, because nobody likes to receive 2 text messages in a row. If you've got to send out a 300-character message just because there's no other way to get, say you're having to give the address and a bunch of different information, no one wants to get 2 text messages. And sometimes, if you send out 2, because of network delays, the darn second text message might show up before the first one, or there can be delays. It could be an hour delay between the 2 messages, and they just never quite, when people receive it, they think, well, who was the nut that sent this?
Exactly.
So if you've got to send a longer message for any reason, then this is the quickest, simplest solution for that, because the only other way to do it is to go build a quick mobile web page, which, you can do it. You know how to do it. I showed you how to do it. You go build a quick mobile web page, which would be the second half of your message. Then you'd create the first half of the text message, and then you'd have to put a link over to the landing page. It's a lot of, putting together. Now, if you only had to do that once a year, no big deal. You could do it. But if you're having to do it, from time to time, then this system's going to take care of that. That doesn't change any of the strategies that I presented last week as far as how you would construct your message using the get-rich text message approach, where you do the recognition, the interest, the call to action, and then the hook, or any of the other strategies that I laid out for creating the message. It's just that you have a little in order to write the message, and then it takes care of it in a web page. So there's that. So anyway, I'm going to start looking at questions here, Sean, that I've missed.
Sure.
Let me see. Okay, here's a good one. Okay. In all honesty, I would love to try this, but I'm having enough trouble just keeping up with all of the suggestions and content and recommendations that you've been teaching us, much less tackling this. Could we do this on a deferred basis? I work full-time, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it's kind of, I actually have the same question. Let's say, Sean, somebody is interested in doing this, but they kind of like to get on through the Stomper Mobile course and kind of get everything in order before they jump in and actually start doing the tool. Or maybe they just need an extra, few weeks or something. Can you address how we might, we haven't talked about this, but can you address how we might be able to address that?
You know what? I'll do this right now as we speak. You can sign up to go to HOV Marketing. It takes you through, of course, you go through a little subscription thing. I send you the manuscript automatically so you can read about how to do this in more in depth. And it takes you to the website to join. You can actually join the website for free. You get 10 free SMS credits, kick around for a little bit that way. So you can test out just to look at the system. When you're ready to join the Stomper Mobile offer, you can actually click the link at the top left that says Stomper Mobile offer. Obviously, this would disappear sometime very soon, like tomorrow. But I will make a private Stomper Mobile coupon code in this product, in the shopping cart that controls this. So you would have to type, and you guys have to write this down because we didn't put this in the slide. Write down coupon code Stomper Mobile. Just all one word, all spelled properly. STOMPERMOBILE. Stomper Mobile. Write that down. When you're ready, come into the system. Just log in like you would any other system. When you get to the white label solution, you'll click a button that says Buy White Label Solution or Upgrade to White Label Solution, whatever it says. You would type in that coupon code when you go to checkout. It would automatically drop the price down to $10 a month, $10 for the first 15 days, and then you get the extra special offer that no one else is going to get. So
okay, now let me ask this. I'm actually go over here to your page.
Sure.
By the way, all of this stuff, if you forget about it, don't worry. We'll post it in the forum area so that you've got it. Well, heck, that is awful strange. Let me give another question while I try to do this. Someone said they tried to sign up for your Aqua 360 newsletter, but the opt-in box wasn't working.
Strange. That is really, really strange. I just tested it 100 times today.
Yeah.
I'll check and fix it right now.
He'll check. I'm trying to. Yeah, geez, look what it did to that link. Okay, what's that website address?
HOVmarketing.com.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so this is where you would go. Okay, where do they click on this page?
Oh, you just first name, email, and mobile.
Oh, just fill in this information right here.
Right. And then it takes
okay, and then they immediately get the, did they get the
HOV manuscript.
Yep. HOV manuscript. And by the way, guys, what that does, the manuscript, it's, I forget, it's what, maybe 30 pages, 40 pages
long? Yeah, 30-something pages, yeah.
Yeah, and what that does is that walks through in greater detail the whole strategy for doing the local business as he described with the college students and the business. It lays it out very, very clearly so that so you'll get that right away. That's worth going ahead and getting and reading right away. Let's see what else we have. How much are the additional SMS units?
Good question. 8 cents a message.
Okay,
I know
8
there are
cents a message.
I know some companies charge less than we do, but we actually offer a lot more. You don't get reports and statistics and data from anybody else. Nobody else is telling you how well your campaign did, what your click-through rates and conversion rates are. We're doing that, along with everything else that we mentioned.
Right, and just so you can know, from me looking around, and you may know, I've seen anywhere from a nickel up to 20 cents a text message. I think the Stompercast system is about the same, and same thing with the Mobilize Us. So
yeah, I've seen some as high as 35.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. Okay, can you use the Aqua 360 for multiple clients under the white label model? And also, what is the overage cost? Oh, we already answered that. Oh, what is the
Yes.
overage cost for text messages for Canada?
Got you. For white label for multiple clients, yes, you can. You can have, just like Aweber, you can make as many join lists as you need for different websites. You can do the same with us. So you can make as many join lists as you need for different groups, and you can make each group a different client. So if you want to go consult mobile marketing for the local market, you can do that and put each one of your clients on their own separate list. And then it's for Canada, same thing, 8 cents.
Okay, that's good. By the way, there's a second person who said they had the same problem with your opt-in form.
That's strange. Okay, well,
Yeah.
tell everyone.
See, that's because they're putting in Mickey Mouse as their name and something. I'm just kidding. All right, let's see here. Does the package offer 100 free text messages a month, or do these roll over? In other words, do they have 100 the first month and it's use or lose, or
It's rollover messages.
rollover.
Credits.
So if you started and you didn't send out a single message for 3 months, you'd have at least those 300 in there plus whatever the package is.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So those are rollovers.
Yes.
Okay. What is the website URL? Again, it was hovmarketing.com.
Well, since there seems to be a quick problem with the auto subscriber, take them to the other one, aqua360.com/SMS.
Okay.
Because that autoresponder is supposed to walk you straight through it, and if that's creating a problem, then no one's going to see it. This is the actual website you go to. If you click the sign up button, or the sign up link, this home login sign up, if you click that, you can sign up right then and there. You'll actually get 10 free SMS credits to use right now and play around with.
So right there. Okay,
Yep.
so if you want to go there, let me enlarge this and so you can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, aqua360.com/SMS. And once you get there, look for the sign up button right there. Click that, and then that'll pop up
Bam, and you can sign up.
your
Email, first name, last name, the whole nine. There's nothing to pay for. You sign up, it's free. Signing up and joining to send out text messages, to start your own mobile campaign, you can do that for free. Get the white label solution, get the access to the colleges, and do this whole thing and really get in there and dig in deep and start your own mobile website, to start your own SMS website and get paying customers for your website, as well as to get access to the 3 colleges of your choice and do the local marketing the way we talked about. All of it's under one umbrella for one flat price. Plus you get the free keyword, SMS credits every month, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay, very good. Someone wants to see a slide again. It says, can you show the mobile traffic strategy slide that came after the one that said 10 go mobile? Okay, I believe it would be that one. So I'll leave that up on the screen for a moment while I look at the next question.
Oh, you know why a lot of people aren't getting the manuscript right away? They're not confirming their email subscription.
Okay.
It's a double opt-in. So those of you who are expecting a single opt-in, that's probably why you're not getting it. You got to go back to your email and click that confirm link, and you'll get it. But if you still have a problem, I'll send that out later on tonight to make sure that everyone who signed up just now will get it in about 20 minutes after we get off the call.
Okay. And again, for anyone that has any challenges, always, if you just can't figure out anything from the presentation or anything, always go into the Stomper mobile forum area, and you can post your questions there, and they'll get answered either by me or Sean or some other mobile member that has it. Someone wants to know exactly when, where, and how do you get the list of colleges in the network?
Actually, when you sign up and you get the white label solution, there's a box that says Edit Schools. You click that box, and you will see a daunting list of all the colleges in the U.S. You literally click the 3 that you want. They go over into your members area. That means nobody else can get those colleges. So as long as you click them and you control them and you're a network member, those schools are yours, and whoever comes behind you wants those schools can't get them anymore.
Okay. Let me read this question. How do we lock in parts of Canada? For the Aqua 360, can we look can we lock that in and start to build our own if we are not interested in the college program?
Yes,
Right.
for any country. Doesn't matter if it's Canada or English speaking or not. Any country, if you want to use this system to do exactly what we discussed tonight in your local cities or in your countries, all you have to do is get a white label solution from us, and you can do the same exact thing. We've got access to over 800 networks in over 200 countries. The college thing, we only focus on the U.S. because it's easier for me to control and focus on that here since we're based here. But going after any kind of business and doing local marketing, local consulting or mobile consulting, you can do that in any city, in any country, in any language.
Or they could also just read through all the materials of what you're doing in the U.S. and they could replicate it. It's not that it's, I mean, running a local ad in a throwaway newspaper and building a list of college kids is a pretty straightforward. Yep. Now you've got the list in your autoresponder system, your mobile autoresponder system, text message system, and then you just go to the businesses and say, hey, I've got 500, 300, 1,000, whatever you've got. I've got that many college kids that are looking for specials from businesses in the area. Would you like me to announce a special out to our list? And they're going to say, yeah, and then you tell them what you charge and blah, blah, blah. And by the way, the very next question is, how, do you help us in determining what we ask businesses to pay?
Okay, good. One thing I did forget to mention, and I'll answer this question in a hot second. Placing an ad in a college newspaper is dirt cheap. We mentioned the local papers in the cities because I was being, top level at the time. College newspapers, we can place ads anywhere as low as $15, and the most expensive one I think I've gotten for a major university might have been $35, $45. $45 was the highest. So anywhere from $15 to $45 for a college newspaper classified ad, which gets read by almost every student.
Right, and basically your ad in the manuscript, it actually gives you examples of exactly the way the ad should read and exactly the way it shouldn't read. So, and it's real straightforward, so that the college kids would just readily say, "Oh, yeah, sure, I want that."
Exactly.
So that's in the manuscript. You have to be able to get that. Another question is, do you help us build a list right now?
The college help you build a list right now. The manuscript tells you how to do it. It's stuff that we've discussed. Other than the college network, there's probably no other way for me to automatically help everyone build a list. Otherwise, I'd have to do it.
They may be talking about the social network part. The social network part will be live in a few months. Is that correct?
Right, in about 2 months. Yes.
And once that's live, then that would be you helping them, in a sense.
Exactly.
But it's up to you as the local mobile expert in your area to actually go out and run the local ad in the college paper or the local paper, and you build your list that way. You will learn exactly what to put in the paper and how to set everything up. Okay.
It really is a step-by-step process. I actually say
someone just wrote that this is pure gold. I agree.
Well, thank you.
What about opt-in authorization? It's the standard thing. You can go through that.
Yes, it's very simple and standard, like any other opt-in solution. Okay, now there's two ways for a student to opt in. You can use a join form, just like an AWeber join form. Put it on your website, and they can opt in on your website, right? Or you can put a message in the classified ads that says text college to 12345, and that keyword, the keyword that you get for free every month, that keyword would automatically put that student into your mobile list instantly. So they can opt in from a website or straight from their text messaging application in their phone.
Okay. Do you provide mobile keywords and shortcodes that work through Canadian operators?
Yes. We've got keywords for the U.S. Shortcodes for the U.S. and Canada. And we also have keywords for both countries as well. I'm working on Australia and the U.K. now. I should probably have that in 2 to 3 weeks maximum. But Canada and U.S. we have right now, shortcodes and keywords. That's
right. And someone's just confirming the colleges are all in the U.S. though right now.
Yes, they are. All the colleges are in the U.S. But you can go do this on your own in other countries. It's just that our social network and our control of our system for the college portion of it is just in the U.S.
Okay. Thank you for this webinar. The training gets better and better each week. This is simply awesome information. And thank you, too. That was very nice. Okay. I actually had somebody, let's see what this is. What if you have more than one company? Will they provide more than one keyword, or do we need to purchase more than one? And basically, how do you handle it if they do need more than one keyword?
Okay. The first one we give you for free. Any additional one, it's, as a matter of fact, I think it's $29.95 on the site.
Okay.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, that's what the price is. And that is a monthly fee. But that's how we get charged. We pass through the cost the same exact way.
Okay. The messages that come with images and videos is part of the text, and they're still delivered through the 360 system. Yes, and just let me clarify. It's not as if though the actual image is traveling through and somehow ends up in the text display. Don't think it's that. What it is that automatically it includes a link to whatever the thing is, whether it's a web page, an MP3, a video, or whatever it is that you have attached to the text message. The system will create a link so that they get some text and then a link, and they click that, and then that would take them to whatever the attachment is.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for finding this great gentleman. God bless you.
Well, thank you.
All right. Let's see here.
Here's another cool feature.
Oh, here's a good one, by the way. I continue to wonder how we're supposed to price these packages for small businesses.
Aha.
Sure. What's their budget, but ballpark? All right. Why don't you take a stab at that, because I've tried in the past.
Got you. This is a little tricky. Well, it's simple, but it's tricky. Okay. Typical standard rates are 10 cents per message on the retail side, meaning you as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, would charge your clients 10 cents per message. You can go 11, 12, 13 cents if you choose. I say stay as close to 10 as possible, just to keep the math easy as well. Now, here's what happens. When you've got 500 people on your list and you're just starting, when you do the math, 500 people at 10 cents per message per person equals $50, which means the small business A is going to give you $50 for that messaging campaign. That is correct, but it's also what you're not supposed to do. That's wrong. Don't go to business person X and charge them $50, because what happens is that number seems too small, and that means something's wrong. This is too good to be true. This is too cheap. This is not going to work. It's not worth my time. $100 says, okay, I'm giving you $100. This better work. And this must be worth it because it's $100, and it's okay, because that number just seems more feasible, more logical for this kind of promise, this kind of service, this kind of deliverability. And when you tell somebody, I can give you 100 people into your store, that's 20% of your list, I can bring 100 people to your store, or even 50 people to your store within 30 minutes of you sending out this message, that's a strong guarantee. That's something you've got to, put down and say, okay, this is real. $50 for something like that, something's wrong here. So I always find that it's easier to start at $100 no matter what your list is like. When you get to 1,000 people, now you're trading at fair market value. Okay, you could mark it up a little bit more if you choose, but at least now you know that you're charging 10 cents per message. And of course, when you get higher than that, then you got to do new math. So you could come back to that same person, that same business owner every week and say, hey, the price is increasing by $10 each week. Why does it keep going up? Because I have more people on my list now. I can bring more people to your store. So the price has to go up with the number of subscribers and customers that I have on my list. The more people that hear about the great offers that I give and the great discounts that this store gives and other stores give, the more people join my list. The more people that join my list is the more people I can tell about your special offers, your great 2-for-1 pizza and your free soda. So the numbers have to match. The price you charge should match the numbers of people on your list after a certain point.
Exactly, and that has to do with just the one item, and where it gets complex, and I understand there's not a simple answer to this, is if you walk into a business and you're able to do location-based social media, and you help them with their 2D barcodes, and you help them get a mobile website, and you help them with a text message campaign, and you do this. I mean, there's been a dozen strategies that fall into different categories that we've already talked about, and it's like, well, how do you charge? Well, I think what you have to do is you have to just take some educated guesses, of which one of them is based on looking around and maybe go in that business a few times before you approach the owner, you can determine if you think they can afford a certain level, and it's going to be guesswork. It really will, because the text messaging system has a cost to it, but many of the other strategies are almost free. It's just your knowledge and time that is your cost. So if you can get $500 a month from one for doing things, and then charge them extra for any actual technology that has a cost to it, like this text messaging system, or any of the other text messaging systems, then you just have to play around with it. What I would recommend that you do, whether you're going to do this as consulting or your own business, is to get a big sheet of paper and begin to map out the categories of things that you put your business in the center, and map out the category of things that you could do. I could do 2D barcode stuff for them. I could do regular text messaging for them. I could do group text messaging for them. I could do mobile coupons. I could set up their mobile website. I could help them with mobile SEO. It's like you can break this stuff down into a lot of subcategories, and you could walk in with a business. You can say, here's you right here in the middle, and these are all the things I can do. Where do you want to start? I'd recommend either A, B, or C. You pick one. I mean, you figure out what's going to work with you, and it also has to do with the personality of the owner. I mean, there's so many variables here, and you may do the exact thing for one business that you're charging $500 a month, and right down the street they're paying you $1,000 a month, just because maybe one's a bar or nightclub and they've got a booming business, and the other's a donut shop, or it's just who knows. So
right.
What I would like is as people get out and try this a little bit, share what you're thinking will work in your area, and amongst the group, maybe some ideas can bounce around within the StomperNet portal. And by the way, someone said, how do I get to the StomperNet portal? And the way you do that is you go to my.stompernet.com, my.stompernet.com, or just log into your regular StomperNet portal, however you would normally do it. Then once you're in, you would click on the members portal. Okay, I'm clicking on the members portal. And then once that comes up, right over here is a tab called Stomper Mobile. You click on the Stomper Mobile, and then that takes you to the forum. Now, if you cannot get into this, you need to drop a note to customer support, or send an email to Dan H, at stompermobile.com, and just say, hey, I still don't have access to the Stomper Mobile. Everyone should be going into the Stomper Mobile portal at least once a week, bare minimum. There's a wealth of information and activity in there, and I'm pretty active in there answering questions as best I can. So do that. Another comment I wanted to share is someone said, our Posterous post, they set up and started using Posterous as I had recommended, is already number 3 ranked for mobile marketing in their local area.
Jeez, that person is fast.
No, that's true. They did it, but the Posterous is very good and very simple, and I really encourage people to use that. So do that. And I'm not sure if they set up their own Posterous blog, or if they're talking about the post that they shared within our group Posterous blog, but either case, you should be doing both. It will definitely help you. Posterous does have a mobile app that will allow you to kind of manage and post from your mobile phone. I must say that they do not yet have a mobile display, meaning that if you hit their site on a mobile phone, it doesn't display a mobile version, but I'm sure they're going to get there.
Yeah.
They'll get there. Okay, someone recommended using refrigerator magnets. Yep, great idea, and they have those at Web Stickers as well. That same place sells magnets if you want to do that. I just really hate leaving any questions unanswered, so let me see. Why wouldn't we use our .info link versus the .mobi link? Again, don't get all that hung up on the actual extension. These are recommendations, and if for some reason you want to use a different extension, .net, .com, .whatever, certainly do that. But here's my logic one more time. If you're trying to get across information without saying much of anything, and all a person is able to see is just the link, and they got to figure it out from there, most people will come to this conclusion. A .com site is going to be something they'd go to on their computer. I think everybody kind of knows that. If someone sees that it's .mobi, a good percentage of them will say, "Oh, that must be for mobile website." The extension is kind of giving you a clue.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and the .info, what else could it mean? But must be information there. It must be info, okay? And we use that. I recommend that we use that as what I call a transition page, so that if a person doesn't know, what the heck to do, they'll go there to get some info, and then that can just be a quick link to your PC site, or it'll be a mobile website or mobile web page that will have a link to your PC site, it'll have a link to your mobile site, and it'll have your contact information. It's just bare bones, kind of a two-page site, and that's it. And that's used mostly in print media. So if you put it on your business card, put it on, if you're doing an advertisement on a billboard or a sign or a flyer, you don't have any idea when that person gets that flyer, whether they're on a mobile or on a computer, and so therefore you can use the .info to kind of sort that out. I try to put all three, so that people can pick which one is appropriate for them. If you're in real estate, you can just put you put the name of your company or your name on the little hanger under the sign, and just put www.realestatecompany.com, .mobi, or .info. It really doesn't matter which one they go to. They're going to get to you on all three of them. But what you're doing is you're accommodating people. There is nothing worse than standing in front of a home with your spouse and you're saying, "Gosh, I'd love to see the floor plan," and then you look on the sign and it's got a .com up there, and you're not on a fancy phone and you're just wanting a little more information. And if they had a mobile site up there, you'd go, "Wow, this real estate agent sure has their act together," and you'd go straight to it. So that's all it is. Let me look here. Okay, can we have two barcode softwares installed on one phone? I know you can on the iPhone, and I assume you can on any smartphone. You may know that, Sean. Can you have more than one kind of 2D barcode reader on a dumb phone?
I've not seen it on a dumb phone in the U.S. I'm almost certain I've seen it in Japan. But their dumb phones are like smartphones for us.
Right. Well, anyway, here's what you do. Go to those various links that I shared with you, and they have a page where you get to pick out the kind of phone that you have, and then it only takes like a second to download these things. And, try. I know with an iPhone, I've got about 4 or 5 of them on there. And there's a couple I prefer and I use most of the time, but you can kind of play around with them. What is the preferred 2D QR reader for the iPhone, Androids, and BlackBerry? I don't really know the answer to that. The 4 that I put up there work on all of those phones, so I think it has more to do with your particular preference. Okay, go there, play with them all, figure out the one that you like, because if you like it, you're going to be the one that's going to have to help teach your prospects and customers how to use it. And if you're not using it, then you're not going to be able to show people how to use it. Most people will not have this reader on their phone, so you're going to be the one that introduces it to them, which is the advantage. That puts you in the